Hey, so you want to have a little fun? Do you?
Sure.
You want to have a little fun?
What are we going to do?
All right, so I found this website. It's called Pop Culture, and it makes me laugh.
Okay.
All right?
Sure.
Let's pull it up here so everybody can see it.
Okay.
All right, here it is. So this one's called Pop Culture. So it lists all the stuff that's news for pop culture coming out, and it's like on the minute stuff updates, and it makes me kind of laugh. It really does. So you can look at like, well, this is actually a good show. See where it says Netflix
Wednesday. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that advertised. That looks pretty good.
Oh man, it's an awesome show. It is awesome.
Yeah, it does. It looks pretty good.
I'm telling you, I think right now it's the best show on Netflix. It is freaking awesome.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a good one.
And that girl, that Jenna Ortega, they picked to play that part is perfect.
She's cute.
She is perfect.
Yeah, she's cute.
I mean, she plays Wednesday awesome. It's definitely worth checking out because I really like it. What else they got on here?
Yeah, I think I seen there was the dance scene Wednesday doing the dance scene.
Oh yeah, the advertisement for that.
It was on Facebook.
Yeah. They said she just made that up. They said go dance. She just made it up as she went.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Oh, do you remember watching Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield get his ear bitten off?
Yeah.
Remember that fight?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, the guy who reffed that fight just died. Mills Lane.
Dead, 85.
Yep, 85 years old.
85 years old. Okay.
All right. So, I mean, it's kind of got a lot of neat little stuff on here that I like.
King Charles targeted by another egg thrower.
Yeah, people throwing eggs at him. Yeah, he's pretty well liked, it seems.
It doesn't seem that way.
No, not if they're throwing eggs at him.
No, it don't seem that way.
I didn't see that one with Amber Heard. You said you saw one with Amber Heard.
Oh, so I don't know. Earlier. It may be old news by now.
Maybe. I'll tell you what, though, those Chrisley people, you know who I'm talking about, right? Chrisley. Remember they just got sentenced to federal prison? It was that Chrisley Knows Best was a TV show. Did you ever see that guy?
No.
Let's see if I'll bring it up. Let's see if it'll bring it up.
What you're talking about. Lindsay Chrisley.
I don't know if they got a picture of him or not. Anyway.
All right. Well,
it's a couple, right? And they had this show called Chrisley Knows Best. And they got sentenced for
Bundle Paramount Plus with Showtime.
Streaming are we getting
really
ads?
Short. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to move that off there. But they got sentenced for crimes. I think he has 10 or 12 years. There he is right here. See him right here?
Yeah. What is it? Overtaught. Oh,
you know who I mean?
They
now?
were on, what network were they on? Yeah, there was like a home improvement thing, wasn't it? Wasn't it a home improvement?
No, it was some weird show that
I know
they
what you're
had.
talking about.
I can't.
I know of him.
He gonna have one hell of a time in prison. I can tell you that right now. He's feminine. He gonna have a real rough time in prison.
What are you saying? He's soft?
Oh man, they lived so extravagantly off of stolen money. Apparently, I mean it was stolen money.
All right.
And he's going to jail for 10, 12 years, somewhere around there. Yeah. And it's federal time, so that's day for day. You're not getting any good conduct credits or nothing. He's going to be there. And his wife's going, too, I think, for 7 or 9.
There's always something behind. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. But, yeah, they're definitely going to jail. I don't know when they start serving, but they're going. It'd be interesting to watch that for the first day. It definitely would.
What was that Michael Shannon? Michael Shannon sang in the cold for 15 hours straight to nail George and Tammy scene. Oh, yeah, that George. Okay, George. Yeah, the country singers. Tammy Wynette. Isn't that who it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
They do a pretty good job with that.
Yeah, that's I'd seen that advertised as well. That Michael Shannon, he's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, George and Tammy is the name of the show. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a pretty good actor.
Oh, he's phenomenal. So's she, actually. But yeah, I thought this little website was pretty cool. New Avatar comes out Friday. I'm a big movie guy.
I like movies. I'm
am.
an old movie guy though. I like the old stuff.
That means you like Yellowstone.
I do like Yellowstone.
And me too. That's the best show on
that's
regular
a great
TV.
show.
Best show on regular TV, definitely, by far, hands down. You like Beth?
I do like Beth. I
That's
like Beth.
That's a mean bitch right there.
Yeah,
She is a mean freaking woman.
yeah. It's a good show. I enjoy it. I
do
enjoy it
too.
a lot.
The other one was they're coming out with 1923. Did you see that?
No,
It's a prequel. It has Harrison Ford and I can't remember the woman's name, but they're coming out with a prequel for it. It comes out here soon, real soon.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know,
No.
but you'll love that.
I do like that show though. I enjoy it, and it's out, and it's yeah.
Yeah.
I don't wanna get
I think
into
you'll
it
like
too
that.
much.
I do.
But yeah, she handles her business.
Oh, does she
pretty
ever
good.
handle her business? She's just like she's a train wreck, but controlled.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's the saying? Take you to the train station.
Yeah, right?
You don't want to go there.
You don't want to go to the train
Yeah,
station
that's
in
a good show.
Yellowstone at all.
It's a good show.
It is. But the 1923 one with Harrison Ford looks really, really freaking good. It's just a prequel up until Yellowstone.
Harrison Ford, is that what you
Uh-huh.
said? Well, you
Harrison
see the
Ford.
new Indiana Jones. New Indiana Jones is going to be coming out. He's got another one.
Is it really?
Yeah,
He's coming out with a new one?
He has got a new one coming. Yeah, I can't believe it myself.
I did not know that.
But yeah, you do a search. You could probably search it.
New Indiana Jones?
New Indiana Jones. Bring it up. Why not? Yeah.
I guess that's
Indiana
5.
Jones 5.
For real?
Yeah, what's it? What? Scroll up. What's the name of it? What is it? Dial of Destiny.
Oh, yeah, there's a title.
Yeah, it's coming out.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Ah, look at that right there.
What? What do you got? Ah, see there?
Phoebe.
Look how old he looks.
Well, I mean, he's 80 something.
He's got a beer belly.
Yeah, he does.
My man's got a beer belly, isn't he? What in the hell have you been doing, bud? Look, I've been smoking with the cigarettes or something.
He does. He
oh,
looks,
my word.
he
He's
looks
awful.
super old, man.
Look, what?
I think that's the only picture they got of him. He
Look
looks
at that.
super old. He does. I mean,
don't-
super old. Wow.
That's bad.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
sorry.
bad.
Look at the beer belly. You can see it. It's almost like he's almost got a little button sticking out there under the tie. You could probably.
He does.
I'm telling you.
I never thought he'd look that old, man. I
Next.
grew up
My
watching
gosh.
his shows. My sister
Oh,
loved
man.
these movies. I mean, loved them. I did too, but we both loved Star Wars growing up as kids.
Yeah, I like Star Wars.
Oh,
I remember.
did you
the
watch
Star
any of them new
Wars.
ones? I mean, there's still nothing
No.
like the old ones, but
No, I haven't.
they're still pretty good. I watch them all. I can't help it. It's like an addiction. I watch them all. Just like the Transformers. I got to watch all them too because they're coming out a new one of them, which is awesome. I can't wait. I don't know when it comes out, but I can't wait for it.
What else you got there? Yeah, we got the new Indiana Jones. What's the one that's out now? Santa Claus is a killer, or
I don't remember which that one was.
Evil Claus or something. Look up AMC. I think it's playing up there. Scroll down through those there. I think that's some of them. See, look at all these movies playing. People say there's nothing to do around here.
That Ticket to Paradise was hysterical. I saw that. Violent
Night, there it is. Yeah.
It reminds me of Bad Santa. Just like the picture.
I don't know.
and
This
stuff.
is supposed to be a horror movie. I
Is it
think.
a horror movie?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Violent Night. It's playing out there right now.
I will say that there's a new Netflix series getting ready to come out in December. I think it's the 21st. And it's the new Jack Ryan. It's a series. So this will be the third series. And it's really freaking good. It's on Amazon Prime.
Jack Ryan. How many actors have played Jack Ryan?
Oh, quite a few. Quite a few.
Isn't there a series now? There's a series.
Yeah, it's a
Jack
series. It's on
Ryan
Amazon.
series. Yeah.
But it's really good. I like
Yeah.
it. I
I
do.
thought it was. A guy used to be in The Office that plays in that. Wasn't he in The Office, the show The Office?
Yeah, that's him. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember it either.
Oh, we're getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I think that was
Isn't that
his.
awful?
It doesn't matter. It wasn't really that damned important.
No, because I just like the show. That's all. I liked it.
It might matter to somebody out there, but it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I don't really care. I can't remember. It'll drive me nuts though if I don't find out his name.
Well, look it up. I
you
mean,
know that, right?
people are probably yelling at us right now, yelling the name.
It probably will. It'll drive me nuts. I'll look it up.
I got faith in you.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you can do it.
Let's see. There it is. Oh, I can't find it.
They don't play nothing. My gosh.
Why?
He'll get sued for copyright violation playing it on there.
John Krasinski.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, now I feel better.
There it is.
I knew it was something like that.
All right.
Crazy name.
Yeah, you got it.
Man.
Yep, you got it.
All right, hey, I got another story for you. It's pretty cool.
Go ahead.
It affects a lot of people because a lot of people are using TikTok. So the Republicans keep sounding alarms about TikTok being Chinese spyware. Biden administration's dragging their feet, apparently, on banning it for the entire country. However, there are a couple states that just banned it for not the entire state, but for state applications, computers, cell phones. Like Maryland was one of them. There's another one out west. It might have been one of the Dakotas. I can't remember.
Yeah, Maryland, no TikTok on any government-owned cell phones or computers or software, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not allowed to do that now.
Right.
So it looks like it's probably going to get to the point where they're just going to ban the whole thing. So when they ban it, it makes you wonder, like, well, who's going to take up the slack for TikTok? You know, because it is very popular. I mean, extremely popular.
Right.
But you know, I took it off my phone. You know,
I don't have it. I don't have it anymore.
I don't use it.
I don't mess with it anymore.
I don't, just for those reasons. You know, I don't want them. I mean, the federal government can get in my phone anytime they want. They're more than welcome to. But I don't want China in it. You know what I mean?
I don't want China in there either.
You know, I don't want them in my phone at all. But federal government, yeah, go ahead, get in my phone. There ain't nothing in there. But I don't want Chinese people to know what I'm doing, and especially us as like a collective group. I don't think that's not good.
Well, there's access to everything on there.
Yeah, they can pull up your camera whenever they want. They can record you. They're recording your keystrokes. What they're doing
everything.
It's unbelievable what they're doing. And then it makes you wonder, even if you delete the software, is it still in there? You know, is it still in there? Like you go in and uninstall it on your phone. Is it still in there?
Is it still in there?
It probably is.
Yeah, it may be.
And there probably is something in there that even if you delete it off, it's probably still there.
It probably is.
So it makes you wonder, though, that even if they delete it, if it'll work, or even if the federal government says, hey, nobody's allowed to use TikTok anymore because it's Chinese spyware. So how about it makes you wonder, even if they do that, if the Chinese government, since now they know that it's probably coming, if they're not uploading backdoor stuff to still get the information, even though the software is not working, they still can look at your phone and everything. You know, it just makes you wonder.
I don't know. It's definitely something.
It's a scary thing.
I mean, you're carrying around that. There's a lot that can be accessed through your cell phone.
Oh, yeah. Most people do their banking on there.
Everything.
You know, they do. Yeah, everything.
Everything's on their phone.
I mean, you can go to Sheets and pay with your phone. You know.
Oh yeah.
So
I got rid of it. I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I heard all those stories coming out about it, so I got rid of it. I was like, yeah, I don't want it because it's just going to go away anyway, which it probably should.
And maybe something stateside will take its place.
Yeah, well, right now they have YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reel,
yeah, there you
Instagram Reel. I think Twitter has one too. So those other 4 platforms should, I would think, pick up the slack for losing TikTok.
Right.
I would hope.
Well, it's what, 4 states now. 4 states banned it.
Is
so
it 4
far.
states?
So, yeah, 4. I'm not necessarily can't remember
But I
what 4, but I think 4 have.
Yeah, I think they'll drop the ball on this. I think it should have been banned a while ago. As soon as they figured out what was happening, it should have been immediate instead of taking this long. In my opinion, for whatever it's worth.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So the other thing was TikTok in China, but I know if we don't talk about this story because you are so obsessed with it right now, we have to talk about it. That way,
I don't know if it's obsessed.
Yeah, you can get all these.
It drives me crazy.
You can get all these emotions out right now because I know how you are.
It was all brushed under and it was all forgotten about, and now it's all coming back to light because of the takeover of Elon Musk and the Twitter organization. It's all coming out. The laptop is real. Lo and behold, the FBI's had it since 2019.
Yes.
And it's not it's no longer the Hunter Biden laptop scandal. It's the Joe Biden scandal.
Oh, absolutely it is. Yeah, actually, it's Democratic Party, all of them.
So, he was using his son and they were funneling with China, funneling money. And out it is.
You were so passionate about this story.
It just drives me crazy.
Why are you passionate about this story?
Because it got buried. Because it got buried when it happened. It got buried.
You mean back in 2020?
With the election. Yes. During the election, it got buried.
Okay.
And it got, look at he just fired the lawyer today. So, what, Baker?
Yes.
Gone.
Tell me about Baker.
Well, he worked at the FBI.
I don't even have to read any of this story. You tell me all of it.
He worked at the FBI. He worked at the FBI when Obama was in office, and he was the lawyer for Twitter. He's a Democrat. Everything got brushed under the rug at that time because they were afraid that it would influence the 2020 election. Now, I'll leave it up to you folks out there to decide whether it did or it didn't. But the bottom line is the evidence exists. The laptop is there. The big guy whoever the big guy is was getting payments. Who's that? Who's the big guy?
Well, we all know who the big guy is.
So it's unfolding more and more and more every day. It's all coming together. It's not. I don't think Hunter. It's not the Hunter Biden story anymore. It's beyond that now.
No, it's more about.
It's beyond that.
I mean, there's still a story there with Hunter. However, the Twitter thing in my mind is how they suppressed information for the American people.
Yeah,
and that should not be allowed ever.
No, you should not.
And that to me is the same as trying to rig an election, because I know if that piece of information comes out, that most likely swing voters like me, I'm a swing voter, I'm an independent.
Right.
So, instead of voting one way, that comes out, I vote another way. Like, I'm not going to vote for that guy.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not defending one side nor the other, because one side's better than the other as far as underhanded politics and funneling money and interest groups and lobbyists and so forth and whatever. I mean, look at the, with the Bitcoin scandal with the FTX and the donations there. It's another story. But the bottom line is it was covered up. It always seems like when things like this come up, they disappear.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I will say this, though, that both parties.
But Donald Trump, he doesn't seem to be able to disappear.
Both parties, though, were involved with suppressing information off of Twitter. However, according to what they released, 98% of Twitter's employees all donated to the Democratic Party. So the Democrats had way more access and way more authority over that.
Well, they had the influence. So how do you think the information got suppressed in the first place? There was influence there to do so.
Oh, no, I agree with that. Absolutely. So, but they're both guilty. Both of them are guilty. However, the Democratic Party is extremely guilty. And along with the, like I just looked here today. So apparently those employees who were doing that were not even telling the CEO. They didn't even tell the CEO, man. Like
so the head guy you're telling me doesn't know any of that was going on.
No.
That's what you're saying.
Jack
to me.
Dorsey, right?
Go ahead.
He was the former CEO, I guess, when all this happened. And they didn't tell him, like the employees, apparently these political parties had back channels to the Twitter employees, and they weren't telling the CEO any of it. They were just taking it upon themselves to do these things, which is completely wrong. Nobody should have that
somebody
kind of
was
power.
getting paid then. There you go. Somebody's getting paid, and there's money. There's money to be. Somebody got paid to do what
I'm sure they probably did.
Sure they did.
And
Absolutely.
so, like today, the headline for what is it on the news? Twitter files: Jack Dorsey urges Elon Musk after James Baker ouster. Just release everything without a filter. He was the former CEO of Twitter. He's the founder.
Right. I understand.
And he's saying just release it all. Just everything you got. Like he is so mad.
Don't go through. Don't censor anything.
Nope,
just cut everything out and let it go.
Let it go.
Well, I agree.
And I don't blame you for that.
I agree with
that.
that.
If I was in charge of that company and them employees did that to me, I'd be
you notice the
upset.
powers to be in D.C. now are scared to death because of the Twitter ownership with Musk. Cherokee Pelosi or not Cherokee Warren out there, Elizabeth Warren out there worrying about one person having that much power to shut somebody down on free speech. Yeah, Cherokee Warren.
Yeah, I'm still laughing about Cherokee Warren.
I'm just it's the truth. So if it's not on their side, then it's not a good thing.
I think honestly, we really need to rethink how politics are done in this country because it's just they said it. I was watching. I can't remember what I was watching yesterday. But they sat there and they were like, "How do you go from a government job like Nancy Pelosi?" It was about Nancy Pelosi and all the other politicians who do insider trading on the stock market. They let them do that.
They have an influence on the market, though.
Right. That's like they said. Her husband, right, is so good at the stock market. He makes Warren Buffett and George Soros look like amateurs.
I don't doubt it.
When you look at his public,
so we're going to go to that.
But I mean, it's horrible. I mean, it's all.
You want to know anything about Nancy Pelosi? Just look at her district. Just look at her district.
Yeah,
that's all. That's all you need to say about that. That's all I have to say about her.
I saw that.
So her district's a mess, and
it's more than a mess.
We'll let her politics in that regard speak for itself.
I feel sorry for the people who live out there. I mean, if you don't make a couple $100,000 a year, you're homeless.
Right.
You're living on the street.
Yeah.
If you and your wife aren't each making over $100,000, you forget it. You're done.
Right.
You got to move, or you're living on the street going to work, which is horrible.
So it's the Democrats they don't like big money unless it's big money on their side. If big money isn't on their side, then they're under investigation.
Kind of like Sam Bankman-Fried from FTX. Why isn't he in jail? He donated $38 million to the Democratic Party, and he's not in jail yet. If it had been me or you,
not yet.
If it had been me or you, we'd have been in jail by now.
We'd have been tried already.
Well, they'd at least be like, "You ain't going anywhere. You're a flight risk. We're coming to get you, and you're going to stay here until we figure all this out."
Yeah, that just shows you the problem with the crypto. It needs to be regulated. So.
Oh, absolutely. And I enjoy watching crypto. I think the blockchain's the new
that's basically we just fan through like 4 of the big topics of the week. Basically.
Yeah, well, already. I mean, you can't get off of Twitter. I mean, you were so...
Well, I'm done with that now.
Every time I talk to you, you're like, Twitter.
Well, it just drives me crazy, the cover-up. It's not so much Twitter, it's the cover-up that drove me crazy. Because, we were meant to... they tried to make everybody look like idiots thinking that laptop existed, and that it was fake news, that it didn't exist.
That's true.
Or fake news.
So, and now it does exist. The FBI's had it the entire time.
You getting some of them emotions out now, bud?
I'm good.
You feeling a little better? You feel relieved?
I felt good all day. What do you mean? I can't let this stuff get to me like it used to, or look at my hair already. It's gray enough. I can't let it get any further than that.
I'll definitely trade you.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Just want to make sure that
I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
Want to make sure you got all those emotions out now about Twitter.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else that's been bothering you real bad?
No,
No?
I don't think so. Not lately.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
No,
Just got to make sure.
just those stories that were mentioned that we just mentioned. Let's keep up with those. Let's watch those. Because that guy, the FTX, he's going to end up in jail. It's coming. It's just a matter.
Right
of
now
time.
he's in the Bahamas sleeping with all his friends.
I know.
It's the craziest story ever.
I know. And then he's like, he'll come and testify when they want him to testify. And Maxine Waters is like, well, we need you to come and testify. It's time for you to come on in.
He's like, as soon as I figure it out.
As soon as y'all figure out what needs to be answered, I'll come on in.
Yeah, right. I don't think he has any intention of coming back.
I know. They don't have, don't get a posse together. I'll come on
He'll
in.
be like, can you just put a monitor in there and I can Skype in? You don't really need me there, do you?
Yeah.
I'm in the Bahamas. Come and get me.
Yeah. How about I cut a toe off? And
I mean, he paid enough people that no wonder he's not in jail yet.
oh, he's headed there.
$38 million he donated.
He's headed there.
Oh, I think he is too.
Yeah,
Him and
he's
that
headed
girl
there.
both. I think they're both going.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but a lot of money donated.
Yeah, right.
A lot of political money donated there. It's just crazy that you watch this stuff unfold, and this is the information that bleeds through to us.
Yeah, right.
You know, we're not hearing everything, and nor will we ever hear everything that goes on. But just the stuff that it's picked up on, it's kind of it's entertaining. It's
it is.
entertaining in itself.
It is. You can't make it up. Like, you could not make this up. Can't make it up. It's that big. Like, it's so enormous that there's no way you could even fathom something like that.
I know.
Between Twitter, the FTX scandal, and the Hunter Biden laptop, and then the news channels almost being like state-run media.
Oh, going nuts though.
So between all of that,
They're going crazy over it all. They're gonna.
I feel bad for my son who's 21. Like, I can't imagine what it's going to be like for him 30 years from now. I can't imagine. You would
agree.
generally have
Yeah,
like
I understand.
like at least our parents would be like, I can see where things are going. Our generation, first ones with cell phones, and when I was.
Well, we didn't have the internet when.
No, but
we were
when I
that
was
age.
graduating high school is when the internet came out.
Yeah, we didn't have all
And,
that back then.
So I mean, we had it. We just didn't have smartphones and stuff, and
Everything
cell
that
phones.
we had that filled up an entire bedroom is in our back pocket now.
I just don't know where it's going for them, and I wish I knew, or at least been like, well, they'll be all right. But I don't know. I can't say that. I really can't say that. I can't. And my son and I had that conversation. He's like, Dad, I can't remember when Russia invaded Ukraine. He was like, I don't want to go to war. I go, I don't want to go over there and fight
Nobody
for
wants to
people.
go to war.
I go, nobody wants to go over there, buddy.
No,
I go,
nobody does. Nobody
go,
wants to go to war. Nobody likes war.
And he's in college, and I was like, well, when you graduate, you can always go into one of the branches and go in as an officer if you wanted. It's a really good career. He's like, well, I go, but I can't guarantee you that there's not going to be a war, in the future, like, because it's not looking good.
Well, if you don't,
it's not looking good.
If you don't think we're involved in that now, you're sadly mistaken.
Oh, right now it's a proxy war. We're supplying them people with all kinds of weapons.
Yeah, we're over there for sure.
So I think, but as far as my son and his generation, I feel bad for them right now. I do. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, things just seem to get worse.
It does, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better. Or anything is going to clear up. And it's one big thing after another here lately over the past few years. It's just one enormous thing. And like, how do you fix? Well, I mean, you know how you fix Twitter. The guy bought it. Who could fix it? He's kind of like the referee.
Well, he's opened.
But what about the other?
It's opened back up for free speech
the question
now.
Is
That's all that is.
Yeah, but nobody's saying, well, what about the other ones? That's just one social media platform. What about the other ones?
Well, they're coming for them. You're talking about your fact checking on Facebook and that.
Well, I'm sure they suppressed it.
That was all politically influenced, every bit of it.
So,
sure it was.
But I mean, it's one huge, enormous problem after another, to the point where, like, where does it peak? You know what I mean? Like, when you keep going like this and you keep getting big problem after big problem after big problem, nationwide problems and worldwide problems.
When is enough?
When's it going to peak? It's going to peak at some point. It's just when and how.
Yeah, and what's going to happen in
You
the
know, so
process of it, right?
I mean, I feel bad for, his generation. I do right now. And normally I would sit here and think, hey, you got all this technology. I could just look at how technology just changed in the past 10 years. What's it going to be like 30 years from now? But now I'm sitting here thinking, well, we may have some technology we can't even imagine right now, but what's the social unrest going to look like in the world and in the country?
Well, social unrest. I mean, look at it now with China. China's over there with their COVID restrictions, and
yes,
they're over there protesting. They don't want to. They've had enough of the COVID protocol.
Yeah.
So
Apple's moving
as
there.
As far as the middle class taking over, I think it's something that needs to be done. I think it's something that should happen. I think those above are just they're too comfortable,
maybe,
to be representing the majority of us. That's
maybe.
all.
I think maybe I just don't know where it goes from here, and I don't think any of us do.
No.
Hopefully there's no wars. We've had enough of them in our country, and I don't think we need any more.
Right.
Afghanistan and Iraq, God bless all the people that were there. But we don't want to lose any more soldiers unless it's absolutely necessary.
When Russia got ran out of there, though, we dropped the ball on that. If you want to bring
Biden
that up,
did.
we dropped the ball on that. When we rolled out of Afghanistan, we helped push Russia out of there when Russia was in there.
I agree.
And covert, and then we just left, and the average age after that was like 15 years old was the average age over there for that. So that's a dangerous situation.
Oh, I agree.
Now look at it today. Mm-hmm. Look at it today.
This is the only time in my lifetime and yours, that I ever heard that a country might actually drop a nuclear weapon. It's the only time right now.
Well, I don't know. Before our time,
our time since we've been alive.
Our time. Okay, yes, you're right.
This is the first time that's ever happened. And
you're right.
Russia, which a lot of people I don't think know this, but they can drop a nuclear weapon and it has almost zero fallout.
Okay.
Right, zero. So there's there's hardly any radiation. There's none of that. So it's not going to destroy.
So pinpointed.
Yes.
Basically.
So it's really small area. But
I thought that's what the whole concept of it was for mass destruction.
It still does all that. It just doesn't have the fallout.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, you remember when they said, well, if you drop this, you're going to destroy the world because of the radiation blowing all around.
Right.
They don't have any of that. So it's so minimal that they can drop it and it's not going to really do a whole lot to the environment and anybody else that's outside that blast radius.
I understand.
But this is the first time, which is the main reason my son came to me, because he heard about dropping nuclear weapons. He turned on the news randomly one day and was like, "Oh dear God!"
Oh, right? He woke up. He finally woke up.
Well, he was. He got
to the age where it's time to start worrying about what's going on in the world.
Right. So he goes, "Well, they're going to do that." I was like, "Let's hope not." I hope not. I go, but you never know what are you going to do.
What are you going to do?
Like, I would say the odds are probably he's not going to do that.
No, I don't anticipate that happening. I really don't.
This is the first time in my lifetime that has ever been talked about. Someone actually going to drop a nuclear weapon. It's the first time ever in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm 48.
I got you.
So it kind of scares you a little bit,
A little bit.
It does.
A little bit.
Brings you to reality a little bit, like, hey, look how precious everything is we have, and thank God we live where we do.
You realize how insignificant we really are.
Oh, believe that. That's a fact.
As people.
Oh yeah, look up at the stars one time out here. When it gets dark outside, just
you take away the trees, you take away the vegetation, you take away all that, and you can't have life.
No.
You take away all the animals. You take away all the four-legged little animals. You take away all that. You can't have life.
No.
You take away a human being.
Yep.
What happens?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, I agree.
Nothing.
I agree with you.
Life is sustained. So that just goes to show you how insignificant
it's all
we
a whole
really
other
are.
topic when we start talking about nuclear weapons and all that kind of stuff. That's a whole other show.
Right. Hey, thanks for watching again. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Go to our YouTube channel and hit subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Take care.